Hello everyone, my name is Andrea Smith. I am Bond 368. I'm part of Omega Pi and I'm one of the rush chairs for Winter Rush 2018. I wanted to make a video to answer some really simple, frequently asked questions about what rushing's like, specifically here in Halifax, as well as for Omega Pi, and also let you know why when a year and a half ago I was looking at this page, what kind of motivated me to rush and the things that I really got out of it. I wanted to be able to provide this as a resource for any of you who didn't make it to the info night and for those of you who are just interested in learning a little bit more. Rush is essentially a time where Greek organizations, being sororities and fraternities, open up their doors and try to recruit new members. They hold a bunch of events where you can get to know everyone, and when you rush, it is not specific that you only rush one sorority or fraternity. The important part about rush is really finding out what Greek organization fits your values, your needs, your wants, and it's a really great opportunity for you to meet a bunch of new people. After you attend some rush events, there's usually a requirement for you to be able to get a bid. Now I'll talk a little bit about what a bid is later, but just so you know, the requirement is 3 events for Omega Pi to be considered to have a bid. However, if you're unable to make an event due to prior commitments, please feel free to reach out to me or my other rush chair, Charlene, and we'll be able to make something work. So don't worry. School's really important, and obviously it's the beginning of a new semester, so things can be really, really busy. Although we have a minimum of 3, we would love to see you at all the events or as many as you can make. You know, I mentioned there's a thing called a bid. Let's get into that. Essentially, a bid is a formal invitation to say, hey, we want you to become a sister. And what happens is you're going to enter your pledgeship. Pledging takes anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, and essentially a time to get to know us better, get to learn about our history, our founders, and just get to learn more about the things that we stand for. Omega Pi stands for respect, leadership, and individuality. Although we are a sisterhood of many amazing women, we're also all individuals, and it's something really important that we highlight that and respect everyone's backgrounds and the different life experiences that they've had, as well as taking leadership into account, because we should all be helping each other grow and, although be independent, also work together really well as a group. If those sound like values that resonate with you, then I highly recommend that you come rush Omega Pi. I'm going to take the rest of this video to kind of ramble on a little bit about why I decided to join, because everyone's story is really different and really unique. After high school, I lived in Japan for a year, which was super awesome, and I got to work there. After that, I went to Mount Allison University, and I had applied there when I was in high school, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I just kind of applied to a school that seemed cool. And although I love the university, I didn't love the small range of programs offered. I then decided that I wanted to go into human resources, so I narrowed down the schools in the Maritimes that would allow me to do that program, and St. Mary's was one of them. When I moved here 2 months ago in the summer, I ended up getting a job at the Boardroom Game Cafe, and I met a girl named Ali Chant, and she's a sister, and she's Bond 261, and I was telling her that I really wanted to join some kind of society or club because I have the habit to be an introvert and not really go out. I'm more comfortable in my room alone, but I really want to force myself to be more social because I think it's something really important. So she said, hey, you should join a sorority. And my first thought was, sorority? Really? And I heard all these things about rushing and super formal events and what to wear, and I was so confused. But I ended up joining the Omega Pi Rush page. I got to talk to the rush chairs and got to find out that rushing is very different in all countries as well as all different cities. The first event that I went to was an info night, and I got to meet a bunch of really cool girls. A bunch of them were asking me for my number so we could hang out. And that instant sense of feeling like I belonged was something I had honestly never felt before. I've never been someone to have a large group of friends, and to be able to have that was something really comforting, really unique, and I just kept coming out to events. A year and a half later, I can honestly say that this was one of the best decisions I've made in my university career, as well as probably one of the best decisions I've made in my life. I've got to meet so many amazing people from different walks of life. I've got to grow as an individual. As I said before, I've had a lot of issues with dealing with social anxiety, and being able to have a space that I feel safe in and know that I have a huge group of women who support me and are there for me is so comforting, and it's something that I feel is really, really unique. Anyway, that is all for my little story about why I decided to rush Omega Pi and how it's worked out for me. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, or Charlene will be more than happy to answer them. I hope you come out to our rush events. I'm super excited to see you and meet you, and I hope you're having a great day.